Hi, this is Chris Kissel, your PubliCola DC correspondent. This week I got to keep hammering our delegation with the question that I was asking them last week, which is basically whether they think that President Obama should allow a separate investigation panel to look into the torture policies of the Bush years. Representative Jim McDermott got back to me this week, basically saying that his office isn't interested in addressing the issue at all. But I think that the most interesting response that I've gotten to the question so far has been from Representative Jay Inslee, who said that he is co-sponsoring legislation that would actually create this separate investigation panel. Now, his support for this bill pits him against President Obama, who said that he doesn't support a separate investigation panel, as well as the Senate Democratic leadership, and as we reported last week, with Representative Adam Smith, who doesn't support an investigation panel and actually sits on the House Intelligence Committee, which is one of the first committees that would look at this bill that Inslee is supporting. Senator Maria Cantwell is the member of a 7-senator group led by North Dakota Democrat Byron Dorgan that's been confronting President Obama over behind closed doors over the way that his administration has been handling the bank bailout. We reported in the past that Senator Cantwell has been critical about how federal money is being spent and accountability measures that the federal government has put in place to sort of make sure that that money is being spent correctly. In the wake of the Arlen Specter switch this week, the GOP is doing a little bit of work to recover their image, and Representative Cathy McMorris Rodgers has been a key player in that effort. She's helping the party set up forums and town hall meetings across the country to engage with constituents and sort of get some fresh ideas on issues as diverse as the economy, healthcare, education, a lot of the issues that the Republicans have had trouble with the last couple of months. And finally, I've got to look into an issue that's near and dear to my heart. I've naturally been following our delegation on Twitter for the last few months and noticed that their updates have been sort of awkward and stilted. I could tell they couldn't really tell what they wanted to do with the medium. Did a little bit of an investigation and found out that one of the reasons why the members of our delegation who are on Twitter, which is a small minority, have had a hard time using the medium is that there's some old House administration rules that basically determine how taxpayer money should be spent. And those rules were basically put in place to govern mailers that different congressional offices sent out. So they're old rules that don't necessarily mesh with the new technology. Nevertheless, I refuse to believe that those old rules limit all creativity on the part of our delegation. And I think that's been evident a little bit with, again, Representative McMorris Rodgers, who's been a little bit ahead of the curve on tech issues and new media. And she's been the only member of our delegation who replies to other Twitterers and posts interesting links. And I noticed she's the only member of our delegation I'm following who's actually been following me back.